sitting here with Larry today. Larry, this is your conference. We're all here because this is the largest chiropractic conference that we have had in Arizona. Um, what does that mean to you?
It means the world to me. This has been something I've been working on for 15 years, providing free continuing education courses for Arizona's chiropractors. And each year it's getting bigger and more advanced and more popular. And we've gotten to a point right now where it is the not only largest, but the most advanced continuing education program in the state of Arizona. And it's gotten so popular that we've actually expanded into the Arizona Association of Chiropractic's educational curriculum, and we're helping them put on the personal injury topics at their upcoming state convention. The Lazzara Law Firm takes great pride in these conferences because we want to make sure that the chiropractors in Arizona are successful and the best at what they do. We want to put Arizona on the map as the state for the chiropractic profession handling personal injury cases. I'm an old school Italian from New Jersey, and I was raised hard work, dedication, but be good at what you do. You want to be the best version of yourself. And by me being able to build this bridge with the chiropractic community and having that medical legal connection allows me the opportunity to collaborate with the physicians and make sure my clients, their patients, are getting the best patient outcome. So to have this platform with so many amazing professionals here to join us today really launches that campaign of collaboration and improving patient outcome here in Arizona.
All right, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
So for you personally, why is it such a big deal for you to build these bridges between so many different other specialties and other chiropractors?
Well, the key to success, in my opinion, when you're handling a personal injury claim is to take a multidisciplinary approach. And that is chiropractors can't do it alone. Attorneys cannot do it alone. We have to work together. In addition to the chiropractic community, we need to make sure we've got really good neuroradiologists who know how to do trauma reads, which will help support the causation statements that are written by the chiropractors. And causation statements, for those who don't know what they are, those are statements written in the medical records that connect the dots between the mechanism of injury, which in most cases is a car accident, and the injuries being treated, and what we're going to be presenting to the insurance companies on behalf of our clients for compensation for damages. So it is actually a lot harder than it sounds. And so it's so important to work with a group of specialists that look at the data, look at the evidence, and can put together causation statements that help both the attorneys and the insurance carriers do proper evaluations of the claims, which lead to better patient outcomes. Also, by taking a multidisciplinary approach, it ensures that injuries that perhaps could be outside the scope of the chiropractic profession, such as traumatic brain injuries or psychological injuries, those would go to neurologists and psychologists, or if there are significant shoulder tears that warrant surgery, got to work with a good orthopedic surgeon. So to be able to conduct an orchestra, so to speak, where each individual physician plays a specific role, the education component where everybody knows and understands that role and how we all work together is really what makes a successful case successful. And this platform here, we put on a multidisciplinary approach in our education program. So we bring in psychologists, surgeons, neuroradiologists to show how they work collaboratively with the chiropractic profession. And as you know from the results that we get at the Lazzara Law Firm, our results are exemplary. We pride ourselves on getting top-notch settlements for our clients, best results, but also pairing them with the best of the best in the profession to make sure that the documentation needs of the files are being met. And like I said earlier, it really helps defense attorneys, plaintiffs' attorneys, and insurance companies do accurate and proper evaluations of our clients' cases. Now, as you know, personal injury cases are really big insurance claims,
Yeah.
and insurance carriers are for profit entities. So it is not in their best interests to pay full value on each case. So if a case is weak in the sense that there's not supporting documentation or reports are written very poorly, that leaves the door open to arguments like these injuries were not caused or by the accident or they were pre-existing. That creates a lot of problems, and that's what leads to poorer results for these clients. So by taking a multidisciplinary and collaborative approach, you help plug a lot of the holes that would otherwise not paint a clear picture of the extent of the damages that our clients sustain. So I learned a long time ago working with the best of the best in their specialties and bringing them together in a collaborative effort is really what generates those top-notch results that we pride ourselves on at the Lazzara Law Firm.
I love it. I also know firsthand from everybody here today, everybody here loves you. There isn't a person walking around that doesn't have something good to say about you. So clearly, you have worked with them all in a deeper personal way. It's not just a job for you, it's a passion for you. So, what is the difference that you've seen directly working with these people because you have hands on relationships with everybody here?
Well, everyone here is great, first of all, and it is such an honor to have them attend these conferences year after year, and I am so grateful for that loyal following. And I just did a survey actually in the room a few minutes ago, and there are quite a few people who have never been to one of these conferences
Wow.
before, which just goes to show you word is getting out that these are the best conferences in the state. Now, with respect to the relationships I have with the physicians, I'm a humble guy. I treat everybody with respect and humility and with honesty and integrity. That is the foundation of our law firm. In fact, our mission statement is bringing honesty, integrity, and class to the practice of law. So I treat everybody with respect and humility. These are doctors. I treat them like they're doctors. I don't talk at them. I speak with them. I collaborate with them. And when you treat people well and with respect, they want to do good things for you. They want to help you. They want to help your patients. And I reciprocate that as well. And you have so many wonderful, great physicians here today that truly care about their patients. And that mirrors our mission at the Lazzara Law Firm. And that is to care about our patients as well and make sure they're getting the individualized attention that they deserve. And unfortunately, when patients go to some of the bigger law firms or kind of the mills, so to speak, they don't necessarily get that individualized attention. And oftentimes that leads to poorer results, case outcomes. And that's one thing that doesn't happen at our office. We put in the work, we put in the time and attention, and we show the physicians, look, we're in the trenches with you. We're all on the same team. Our job is to work together and get the best patient outcome that we can get with the evidence that we have to work with. And everybody here that knows me knows I will go to bat for their patients. I will fight for justice, and I will treat everyone with respect and integrity along the way.
I like it.
That even includes the defense attorneys. I had a defense attorney the other day saying what a pleasure it was to work with my office. And I said, listen, you get more with honey than vinegar, but if you get me inside the courtroom, I will rip your jugular out with a
Right.
fierce,
So,
fierce advocacy in court because I have a job to do, and that is to win. And I'd rather work with you right now than against you. But make no mistake, I will be fighting for my clients and giving them 100% effort. And the defense attorneys that have had the opportunity to work with me in that capacity, they know that. And there is a mutual respect there. And we do work together collaboratively to get an amicable resolution of our cases that do end up in litigation. And that's another thing that separates us from a lot of the other law firms. We will litigate cases. We are not afraid of the fight. We will take the fight to the insurance companies when we need to. We will go to trial. We will fight and go the distance. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on is not only are we going to build the cases correctly and with that individualized attention, but we're willing to stand by our work and fight the fight and make sure justice is served.
and it is kind of crazy how many other people won't do that. It's not the whole situation to just take a case. Finding somebody who will litigate and go to court for you is a whole nother step, and it's a hard step to find. So the
One
fact that you do that is just something that a lot of other companies don't offer to their clients.
Well, I was raised from an early age that if you're going to do something, you give it 100%. If you're going to pick up a trade, be the best at that trade that you can be. And that's one thing I can honestly say that I have done in my professional career is that I gave it 100%. I put the hours in when I was in law school. I made the dean's list 4 times. And I had, to be honest, you want to hear something funny? I hadn't made the honor roll since the third grade. So to make the dean's list 4 times in law school, finish in 2.5 years, and finish with a
Wow.
postdoctorate degree by the age of 25 just goes to show you that I will put the work in. I will dedicate time and time to make sure that I am good at what I do and that I am successful. And when I apply those principles to being an attorney, the results speak for themselves. I built the Lazzara Law Firm from scratch. On day one, I didn't have a single case on my desk. I'll never forget this moment. I have a laptop in front of me, a phone, and an old home office printer behind me. And I said, okay, empty desk. Now what? Right? I have to build this practice. So I went out there and I hustled and I delivered and I made sure that I fought for my clients and the people that I worked with were treated with respect, honesty, and integrity. And sure enough, as time passed, our law firm gained in reputation and respect. And that's how we've been able to build such a successful law practice Listen, I don't want to have the biggest law firm out there. I really don't. I do want to have the best. And I make sure I hire the best, like yourself.
I
People who
appreciate
are gold standard reflections of the quality of the work that we put out there. And I am so proud of our legal team now at the Lazzara Law Firm. We just got honored on the national level for having one of the best law firms in America.
Wow.
And I was so humbled by that award because it wasn't about me. It wasn't about results that I generated. It was about the team and it was the work we did together. So I am so proud of my paralegals, my legal assistants, my marketing unit, because without all of you, we would never have the recognition, both on the state and national level, that we have now.
Speaking of that, I know that Lazzara Law Firm is one of few companies that doesn't have any billboards. We don't have commercials. We don't have signage. So for the people watching who this may be the only marketing that they see, what is something you want to say to them? Because we want to get in front of everybody. We want everybody to know what you're saying, why we are the best. We don't want to say the words. We want to show the actions.
Sure.
So what would you say to them to convince them of that?
Well, I'm not going to engage in cheesy campaigns to win over their business. You won't see me stripping on a billboard or wrestling a python, or I think one guy was riding a bull in Texas. I don't do that. I let my work product do the talking for me. And so I'm not, that's not my style. I am going to reflect the law practice in the way that we work up our files, and that is with class, integrity, and respect. I'd rather let the work product do the talking and the results show. So the awards that we've gotten, the 5-star ratings that we have, I represent the state of Arizona on the National Association of Chiropractic Attorneys. Like, I am fighting the fight here and delivering the results. So you've got a lot of attorneys out there shooting commercials and posing for billboards, but I'm sitting at my desk working up the files and negotiating settlements.
And he really is.
And that's what I do. I'm an attorney and I'm going to get in there and I'm going to fight and I'm going to fight for justice. And I'm going to make sure that my clients get the best legal representation available. And for me to do that, I have to be at my desk working. And I'd rather be working on cases and making sure my clients are taken care of versus posing for billboards and doing commercials.
Yeah. And I will say the companies who I've met with since I've been with the Lazzara Law Firm who didn't know about you beforehand, even in the past 6 months that I've been here, I've already been saying that the reason we stand out and the reason we're different is because we care to actually put in the work. We're not just posing. We're not just putting on for a billboard. We're letting our work do the talking. So I think you said that perfectly.
Thank you so much. And just a clear example of the level of dedication that we have at our office. One of my case managers and I last night were in the office until 9 o'clock, making sure that we followed up with clients that we needed to connect with, get treatment updates and whatnot. We're not an 8 to 5 click in and clock out type of law practice. We will do what needs to be done to make sure we do an effective job for our clients and that we get the results that we are known for. And I take great pride on the staff that I hire. There's such an amazing group of legal professionals, and we are committed to being that gold standard in the personal injury field.
Well, I appreciate everything you just said. I also appreciate the shot to work with you at the Lazzara Law Firm. I've enjoyed my ride here so far and looking forward to the years to come and hopefully the many more events to throw.
Well, it's been a privilege working with you. I'm very impressed with the work that you are doing, and thank you for representing our marketing office and the law firm as a whole in such a positive, honest, and passionate way. So keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job, and we're lucky to have you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.